The kind of men you ladies want, they require more. So let's start getting into it. The kind of men you ladies want, they require more. And just like I said it last week, because so many women seem to that's not what I wanted. Not a new scene. So many women seem to not have an issue with hold on. Is that it? Not a scene, not this, not that. Not a sound effect. So many women seem to not have an issue with the fact that men want women of a certain caliber. So I'm gonna go ahead and piss y'all completely off. I'm gonna go ahead and piss you completely off. 8s, 9s, and 10s, gentlemen, ladies. 8s, 9s, and 10s. 8s, 9s, and 10s. What are 8s, 9s, and 10s? You see right here? That's called a collarbone. You see that right there? That's called a waist. Yeah. That's what that is. It's called a collarbone, and that's called a waist. Shirley? Don't want you. See, what you do have...
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
What you do have, these guys don't want. And when I ask you, and what you don't have...
I don't need a cookbook.
They can go out and get it. They can contract for and get it themselves. You understand, ladies? You understand? Are we starting to get it now? What you do have, see, and on this model, believe it or not, this model comes standard with everything you think you bring to the table. On this model, the thing that you think guys want so much comes standard.
Vaginas are great.
Yep, come standard on that model. Come standard on that model. And in that, and whatever you like, whatever shade you like, you can get your new vehicle in whatever shade you like. Because seeing that y'all having so much time capping on men for having choices and preferences, why not just go ahead and pull it on off? Because gentlemen, ladies, I'm gonna tell you something. Men want women who already understand their role. Men want women who already understand their role and can be an asset to them side by side. Are you always picking on black men? No, I told you. It is. You've had hot girl summer. Well, summer is over. Summer is over. It is over. I know y'all want me to say something about it, but I'm not going to say it. Summer is over. Summer's over. You know what it is?
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming. Summer is over. Ladies, what does a guy who works downtown at the law firm or at the bank going to do with you at the company Christmas party? How you gonna take you around his colleagues? How's he gonna take you around his colleagues? What they gonna say? Huh? Hey, where'd you go to school at? Where'd you go to school? How do you fit around his colleagues and friends? Oh my God. Oh, they're gonna be mad at me. Yeah. See, preferences aside, because that's my preference. I prefer my women to look more like me. But it comes down to a matter of what's more or what's less. See, what so many women will sit back and say is the kind of men we want, they only want them white girls. No, they don't want white women. They want women who are women. They want females who act like women. They want females who are built like women. So the title of this show, I started to put, where the white women at? But I said I don't want to do that because that's a little too provocative. But what I will say is, men get so tired of hearing women talk about you can't handle a strong woman. You're right. You're right. You're right. Can't handle it, don't want to handle it. Men are tired of women. Men of value are tired of hearing women talk about what they can or cannot handle. These men do not want to handle a woman. These men want women who know their role and are happy to do their role. And one of the ways you know a woman knows her role is look at how many rolls are around her neck or her waist.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
Look at how many rolls are around her neck or her waist. A woman who has let herself go is a woman who doesn't know her role. You'd say the same thing about a man who doesn't know his role if he's sitting up 30 years old working at Subway. If a man was 30 years old working at Subway and if a man's sitting at Subway at 30 years old and he's not the manager or trying to own a franchise, if he's on bread, because you know how Subway is, there's somebody on bread, there's somebody on meat, and there's somebody on vegetables. And there's somebody on the cash register. I wish you would be the dude that's on bread. Talk about you on a dime piece. Well, see, a lot of you ladies out here, you on bread. God damn it. You on bread. Try and talk about you dessert. I might as well get a high value meal. You only live once. What? No. You can't be on bread. You can't be on meat. You can't be on vegetables. You need to at least be on cash register. Because cash register is who I get to talk to. I ain't talking to the rest of y'all. Cash register get the money. They see the credit card. You on bread. You a goddamn security risk. They can't even trust you with the cash register. And you want to be on Mr. High Value's arm. Please. I've said it before and I say it again. A woman tells men what they think they deserve by her looks and her attitude. So I am sorry to inform you that most men don't need to talk to you to understand what you already think of them. Because a woman who is unmarried and childless, who has allowed herself to get all tattooed up, overweight, out of shape, loud, vulgar, raucous, vulgar, whatever, is basically telling men, this is the highest that you get. And I need you ladies to understand there is nothing that you can do that's going to change that. Because what you think of men comes through in the end. So you can go all these femininity classes and think just by putting on some heels and putting your cankles in some heels and think you can learn how to walk and cross your legs and get a fan and start drinking tea with your pinky up. That ain't gonna change a damn thing. You still back your car in at Chick-fil-A. When you were at home, you still drink beer you still drink beer, period. You don't even put beer in a glass. You drink beer out the can. You don't even get import beer. Ladies, the kind of men you want are a different level. They're a different breed. And you have to be an asset to them and make him look good around his colleagues. And you need to understand that the women of the other men, his friends, their wives, they're going to be looking at you to see whether or not you fit. They think they're going to invite you over to the Mother's Wednesday coffee meet. Do you realize, ladies, I'm trying to save you a lot of personal embarrassment. Because if you are a woman like Blair Underwood, and let's use a set it off thing, or Blair Underwood and Jada Pinkett. Imagine if she just got the fantasy. Or Richard Gere and Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. Imagine if they'd have got the fantasy. Could you imagine Julia Roberts' character trying to sit at the local Kiwanis meeting or the Junior League or whatever? They'd be like, okay. Because women are very nasty. They find out, where you from? Who are your people? And blah, blah, blah. Jada Pinkett sit up there with all these AKAs and Deltas, and they'd be like, oh, okay. You're from where? Crenshaw. Okay. Oh, is that the? Oh, okay, okay. Your last. So is that in Beverly Hills or is it in Hollywood Hills? Oh, last name is Jenkins. Is that of the Beverly Hills Jenkins? Oh, you're from the Crenshaw Jenkins. Oh, okay. I'm telling you, ladies, you don't want those.